Hey everybody, thanks for stopping by. And what we're looking at here is the 13-inch Ryobi lawnmower. It's an electrical lawnmower, the cheapest one they had at Home Depot, $99 plus tax. I'm going to show you why I bought this one. So let's step outside to what I'm going to be mowing. And you can see right here, I bought this lawnmower for $100 just to mow this front yard. It's about 20 feet this way and maybe 40 feet that way. So I just have a small front yard in front of my house to mow and take care of. So I decided to go with that 13-inch Ryobi lawnmower electrical. And the only extra thing I needed to get this going was a 100-foot extension cord, which I also got at Home Depot for about $18. For both of these products, I will leave some links in the description so you can check out the specs and whatnot. So moving forward, the most tedious part for me is actually just hooking up this 100-foot extension cord. You just push the button in like this and press the handle and you're good to go right there. All right, the first little section of my lawn is complete. Let's empty the grass catcher. Now you'll notice that this thing is just super skinny, super small. So that means the grass catcher is super small. And you can see right there, I'll do it again. You just lift up this plastic lid, pull it out, and there you go. If your grass is wet, you might have some stuck here, so just check. And to put it back in, lift it up. There's those two little clips. And just like that, you're ready to go again. Again, push the button, press on the lever, you're good to go. Now again, since I'm mowing on the edges, I really have to hold the left side of the machine up so it doesn't get too close to a cut. So I'm using a lot of pressure to hold the lawnmower up on the left side. I've got another little tree that I just planted, so I'm going to section off this middle section. And oh yeah, you definitely don't want to cut your cord, so make sure you don't do that. All right, the lasso whip. Not really a minor irritant to do that with the electrical cord, but for me, not a big deal. And again, because this lawnmower is so small and compact and only 13 inches, you have to get used to emptying the grass catcher multiple times, even on a small lawn like this. So I don't know if that's a con, but it just is what it is. Whip it over. All right, press the button, continue. The whip. Okay, so far I've done two sections of my lawn. The section to the left of this tree the section in between these two trees, and it's been about 13 or 14 minutes. So you can see with the gas lawnmower, we probably could have knocked this out in less than 5 minutes. So there is some time it takes, because it's a smaller lawnmower, to actually mow it, and then to also change the grass catcher, and then to whip this cord around so that you don't cut it. But let's continue. Last section. Over. There's a lot of stepping over the electrical cord as well. So again, when mowing on the edge of your lawn, I really have to use a lot of torque to lift the left side up so I don't give the lawn a crew cut. But other than that, it's been pretty simple. Now it's leaning like that because there's grass in the catcher. Let's go ahead and empty it one last time. And just like that, the front yard is done. It's exactly what I bought this machine for right here. Simple, easy to use. Now just remember, the first time I used this to mow the lawn, it took me over half an hour because you have to get used to the weight. It is ultra light and it just feels too light. The very first time I used it, it didn't feel like a real lawnmower. It felt like a toy. But this is the 6th time I've mowed this lawn now. And once you get the nuances and you get the feel of it, it goes a lot smoother. I finished mowing this lawn just a little bit over 18 minutes, between 15 and 18 minutes. If I didn't have to empty the grass catcher every so often and sling that cord, step over the cord with a gas mower, you can do this definitely in less than 10 minutes. So there's the pros and cons of that. All right, now as far as adjusting the height of the lawnmower, I have it on the highest height it can go, because if you switch it, and there's right there, you can see that bar that's adjusted to the highest height, and you can see right there, maybe there's the holes that if I lower it to the lowest or even to the middle rung right there, it cuts too low. So the highest height that you can adjust that to actually cuts the lawn pretty low right here. So just remember that if you're considering buying this lawnmower. As far as putting this thing together, it's really easy. It just comes in 3 pieces. You have the grass catcher, the main rig itself, and then the handles. You can see the handles, they can easily pop out. You just press these, it comes out. And then for storage, for example, for me, mine's just going to be setting over here by my water heater. But if you really have some tight space in your garage or wherever you can store it, the grass catcher off like so. Set that aside. You can take those off like I mentioned before, the whole handle, or you can just twist these knobs and then this folds over to make it more compact. And then you also need to know that there is some time involved because you have to police up this 100-foot electrical cord. It probably takes me a good 5 minutes, but it is what it is. And there it is. I am done mowing my front yard. I started at approximately 9:35, so you can see about 25 minutes or so but that's also fooling around with my GoPro and other cameras to make this video. So I would say about 20 minutes to do the whole thing, but that's after having 6 practice rounds with this thing. Again, the first practice round took me over half an hour. I thought I had really made a mistake. I should have got a gas mower, but I'm glad I got this. All right, so let's talk about the pros and the cons, at least for me. So for me, I just did not want a gas mower. I didn't want the hassle of going to the gas station maybe a couple times a year, buying those little bottles of oils to mix with the gas to keep the engine clean and whatnot. And plus, I have a really small lawn, so I decided to go with an electric mower, something that's cheap. And this was the cheapest one they had at Home Depot. It was $99 plus tax. I did have to pony up an extra 20 bucks for that 100-foot extension cord. But so that's not really a con, that's a pro for me. Again, you could probably go on Facebook Marketplace or Craigslist and buy a secondhand gas mower for 50 bucks if you're looking to do something on the cheap. But again, I wanted to get away from the gas part of it. Now, the cons of this machine is that it's just super light. It feels like a toy because it's basically made of all plastic. The first time you use this thing, if you do buy it, you're going to think, oh my God, why did I buy this thing? But you have to give it some time. You have to get to know and feel the nuances of how to actually push the thing, lift it up, using the torque of your left or your right hand so that you don't push down too hard on your lawn and kind of give your lawn a crew cut. So it just takes a feel with it. So that's a con. Another con is the electrical cord. Obviously, you don't want to go over it and ruin your extension cord. Watch out for that. The other con with that electrical cord is not only if you're going in a circle or you're going in a square cut, you do have to flip that over many, many times. And also, while you're pushing the lawnmower as you're turning, you have to use your hands to maneuver the electrical cord as well as step over it so that you don't trip or get tangled up in it. And another con is actually setting up the electrical cord. It's 100-foot, it gets tangled up, it gets twisted. You have to prep it before you mow the lawn, and then you have to deal with it after you mow the lawn. So, you know, if time is of the essence, you need to plan for an extra 5 to 10 minutes just to deal with the extension cord itself. But again, you know, in the end of the day, it's just a lawnmower. It fits my needs for my small front yard. Another potential con is that because it's just a 13-inch blade, you know, it's going to take a lot of extra rotations to mow your yard. And plus the grass catcher is the same size as the lawnmower, so you're going to have to empty that bag quite a few more times than a traditional gas mower. So hopefully I've given you enough information, or at least some information, if you're pondering of buying an electrical lawnmower, especially the $99 one, the 13-inch Ryobi lawnmower. For me, like I said, it fulfills all my needs. So at the end of the day, I hope that this video helps you at least make a better decision if you're thinking about buying this 13-inch electrical lawnmower. For me, it totally fulfills my needs. In and out, I'm done. Small front yard. I want to thank you folks for watching. As always, I'm going to see you in the next video.